Hey everyone, welcome back to the Fuji Guys channel. I'm Gord of the Fuji Guys. If you've just received your X-E3 or are just waiting for yours to arrive, I'm going to go through the steps on how to take it out of the box, put it together, and start taking your pictures, so stick around. There's a few different ways that you can purchase the X-E3. You can buy it as body only, and depending on the country that you're in, you can either buy it with the XF23 f2R WR lens, or as I have here with the XF 1855 f2.8 to 4 RLM OIS lens. Let's open it up and take a look, see what we have inside. When you first open it up, you'll see there's a product registration and warranty cards. It's always a good idea to fill that out and follow along if need be. Then you'll see that on the top here, if you by chance are looking for either the manual or the app to install, it's available for here. The URL is directly on this page. And if you have a smartphone, you can scan the QR code to be able to get either the instruction manual and or the camera remote app. Pull out the lens here. There's the lens and the lens hood. Keep that off to one side for the time being. And I have the camera body in here as well. Because the X-E3 does not have a built-in flash, it actually comes packaged with the little EF X8. This uses the camera battery to power the flash, so there's something we can keep to one side. Underneath the camera, you'll find another little compartment, and inside here is the battery charger. The AC or mains cable, depending on the country that you're in, it will have a slightly different configuration here. Here in North America, we've got the North American configuration, and the other end of that plugs directly into the charger like that. There's the neck strap, and also the little tools to attach the neck strap. Just dish this to one side for the time being. So we open up the camera. And the lens hood, and the lens. So to mount the lens to the camera, simply take the body cap off. I always like to keep the camera pointed down ever so slightly. That prevents any dust from getting inside. And then same thing with the lens. Line up the orange mark of the lens with the orange mark in the camera and mount it on. Keep these, because you never know when you're going to be buying a second or third lens and to be able to add on to your lenses. If you want to, it's just a matter of lining up the dot on the lens hood and then rotating. For the time being, I'm going to keep that off. And as mentioned, the little flash goes up on top if need be, it slides in. Opening up the neck strap and putting it on, there's a little tool that comes along with the neck strap and the attachment to actually help with spreading of the D-rings. And we just open this up and put it all on the table here. Keep these two things to one side for the time being. These are the little leather straps that prevent your camera from scratching. This little clamshell piece is to help spread open the little D-ring, and then it's just a matter of pushing it onto the camera and then rotating it around until it locks into place. And same thing for the other side. Just put the little wedge in, spread the little guide, and then it just slides on place actually quite easily. And then these little leather straps, as mentioned, go onto top of these to minimize the chance of your camera getting scratched. And same thing on this side. And then the neck strap just goes loop through all of what you've just put on. And loops through. And one side. And same thing on the other side. I always like to use the neck strap because last thing you want to do is drop this brand new camera inadvertently. And there we are. Keep this little strap in case you ever want to, or this little clip in case you ever want to take the strap off. Makes it a lot easier to spread those pieces apart. So, the battery. It's a 126 battery and it has a little bit of charge when it comes from the factory. It might be an idea to charge up the battery overnight before you actually put it into the camera, and that's just a matter of putting it into the AC charging block and then plugging that into the wall. There's only one way that you can put it in. You can't inadvertently put it in incorrectly. So once it's charged, the little light on the charging block will actually go out and you can then put it into the camera. And to do that, on the bottom of the camera, open up the battery door and you line up the little orange dot on the battery with the little orange tab on the camera. Slide it in. If by chance you put it in incorrectly, it won't actually go all the way down. You can't actually put it all the way into the camera. So put that in. Next, you'll need a memory card to be able to capture some images. And it'll take the X-E3 takes either the SD, SD-XC, or SD-HC cards. We do recommend, if you're going to be recording videos, that you use a Class 10 U3 memory card or faster. That just plops in there. In order to remove it, simply push it in a little bit and it will come back out again. So, ready to take power on the camera for the very first time. When you first power on the camera, it will ask you to set the date and time, and that's done through the settings. If by chance you missed it the first time around, you would then go into the menu settings with a little wrench, and then using the toggle, you can then choose user setting, and then date and time. And then it's just a matter of setting up the date and time within there, hitting OK to confirm it. Now, if I wanted to, I can start taking pictures with my brand new X-E3. A lot of the controls usually are set off directly from the factory, and the fact that it's in automatic shutter speed as well as automatic aperture, and at that point it's full program. So the other videos will give you a bit of an insight as far as how to set the camera up to exactly the way that you're wanting to. If you're wanting to, then you can also set the camera up to be using the Bluetooth settings, and that's a fairly simple process to be able to do that. You go into the menu. When it first powers on, it'll walk you through this the very first time. And you go to connection setting and to Bluetooth settings, and then you want to pair the registration within there. So you set it to pairing registration. If you have your smartphone handy, you can scan that little QR code on there to be able to get the app directly. Or as an alternative, if you've already got the app, then it's just a matter of going into the app and then going to pairing registration on the app, at which point it'll say, okay, is this the camera you want to connect to? And yeah, that's the one I want to connect up to, and at which point it'll come through and connect in. And now what's kind of fun is the fact that the camera will now get the date and time from the smartphone. So very handy if you did that the first time around. So now all the information from my smartphone has been transferred over to the camera as far as the date and the time. So that's how you can quickly easily get going and starting taking pictures with your brand new X-E3. That's how you can take an X-E3 out of the box and start taking pictures fairly quickly and easily. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have a chance, you can check out our other YouTube videos on the X-E3, including our top features video as well as the first look video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be notified whenever there's a new video put up. You can always follow us on Twitter, look for us on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, I'm Gord of the Fuji Guys. Thanks for watching.